Hi everyone, my name is Rifa Dalila binti Saiful Bahri and I am from SMK PG3. I usually read novels or ebooks during my leisure time because readings allows me to relax my mind and calm my soul. There are a lot of books that I consider as my favorite, but if I had to choose one, this will be it. Will You Stay? It's a heart-wrenching novel written by Nurhausa Hamid. The author masterfully crafts relatable characters as the story unfolds, following the love story of a 30 years old Dr. Amy and Rashid, a man who pursuing a PhD to become an oncologist driven by the loss of his brother to a brain tumor. The story begins with Rashid resisting his mother's pressure to get married because he wants to focus on his PhD. Similarly, Amy, determined to focus on her career, brushed off her mother's constant pressure to settle down. However, as fate will have it, Rashid and Amy pass cross at the hospital where she works. Rashid, slowly but surely, begins to develop feelings for Amy. After performing the Isha prayer and imagining Amy as his prayer partner, he performs the Istikhara prayer and gathers the courage to confess his feelings to her. Amy, intrigued by Rashid's proposal, asks him if a marriage will mean giving up her job. Rashid assures her that it will not. As their relationship blossoms, they face challenges and obstacles, particularly in the form of Amy mothers who has other plans for her daughter's future. Despite the conflicts that arise from their strong-willed mother, communication proved to be a key in resolving misunderstanding and moving forward. Despite the initial resistance from her family, Amy remains steadfast in her love for Rashid and ultimately convinced her mother of his ability to care for her. The couple subsequently gets married in London and begins their journey as newlyweds, facing the added challenge of living apart due to their respective careers in Liverpool and London. However, their happiness is short-lived when Rashid, a future oncologist, received a diagnosis of a brain cancer. I found this situation as irony as Rashid's own expertise is put to the test. When Rashid breaks the news of his diagnosis to Amy, she struggles to accept the reality of his illness. Despite her fear and uncertainty, Rashid assures her of his love and determination to fight the disease through radiotherapy treatment. However, despite their efforts, the treatment proved to be ineffective. The doctor suggests surgery as the next alternative option. Rashid, ever the optimist, reminds Amy that whatever happened is in God's plan and that his love for her will remain the same. With a heavy heart, Amy reluctantly gives her consent for the surgery. As they wait for news of the operation outcome, Amy's mind is disturbed by the worst fears of losing her loved one. This part really breaks my heart as I can totally relate to Amy as I think of my beloved family. The worst nightmare will be seeing our loved one to suffer. Thankfully, the doctors come with a good news that the surgery was a success and they must now wait for Rashid to wake up from his coma. Throughout Rashid's recovery, Amy never left his side, steadfast in her devotion to him. I can't help but feel touched by Amy's dedication to Rashid and her willingness to be there for him no matter what. This is a powerful and emotional moment in the novel that truly showcases the strength of their love for each other. After weeks of waiting, a miracle occurs and Rashid awakens from his coma. Though Rashid's recovery is not easy, Amy remains by his side, reciting his favorite surah as a form of comfort and support. But Just as a hope seemed to be within reach, Rashid's condition takes a turn for the worse. One day, as he closed his eyes and showed no signs of waking up, Amy's worst fears are realized. She called for the doctor who, after examining Rashid, delivered the devastating news that he has passed away as a result of the surgery. As she grieved, Amy is reminded that everything is God's will and that she must accept that there may be a better plan for her future. Through Amy's journey in Will You Stay, I learned valuable lessons about resilience and acceptance in the face of loss and hardship. Let me share one of my favorite quotes from the novel. When God takes something away from us, He will always replace it with something better. It's just that perhaps we didn't understand it at the time. If we are patient, in time we will see the blessing. If we ask for it, we will be given the wisdom. Such a powerful message, right? Before reading this novel, I found myself constantly questioning and complaining about my struggles. However, these quotes reminds me to have faith and trust in God's plan, even when it may be difficult to understand. From this, I have learned to be more patient and to not rush to judgment when something negative happened in my life. Instead, it encouraged me to have hope that something better will come. Moreover, I want to highlight the author writing, which is beautiful and easy to read. She does an excellent job of weaving in elements of Islamic faith and tradition, making the story relatable to readers of all backgrounds. I definitely will be reading more from Nohafsa Hamid in the future. Another thing that stood out to me in this novel was the portrayal of the mother-daughter relationship between Amy and her mother. The author does a great job of highlighting the complexities and challenges that come with balancing love towards family and personal ambition. The way the conflict is resolved through open communication and understanding was particularly striking to me. Last but not least, the novel also highlights the theme of irony, as Rashid, who is a doctor and is working towards becoming an oncologist, is the one who falls ill with brain cancer. It's an interesting perspective on how even the most knowledgeable and skilled people can fall ill. It really hits me that nobody is immune to challenges and struggles of life, no matter how much knowledge or skill they possess. It also makes me reflect of the importance of being humble and grateful for the time we have, as we never know when our time may come. So, if you enjoy romance story with a bittersweet ending, I highly recommend this novel as it offers a realistic portrayal of life and love. It will resonate with our readers who appreciate the value of appreciating what we have and not taking happiness for granted. Overall, this novel is a powerful reminder that life is unpredictable and we should cherish every moment with our loved one. So, don't wait any longer. Pick up a copy and start reading now. That's all from me. Thank you for listening.